butterflies, but it's really something telling me to run away. No, hey, low, baby, I'm the reason why my head's so hot.
Talk behind my back, cause the bitch knew better than to let me hear. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees, hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape.
Oh, you're such a handsome young man. Can you give us a big smile? Oh, please don't do that again. Okay.
Back the fuck up. When did this become a whorehouse?
Don't wanna let you out my head. Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked out my life. Why you?
And we were like riding back from Wyoming on the bus, and I said something like, yeah, that's like that time when you scratched your blue truck you got for your birthday. And he was like, whoa, you remember everything. And I was like, oh yeah, I do. I remember everything you've ever told me. He was like, yeah? Like what? And then I just proceeded to unleash
Oh my God.
the storage
Oh my
of
God.
facts and knowledge of his life. Everything. Your birthday, you got pink eye. Like it was coming out. It was coming out, and it didn't stop for like 20 minutes. And he was terrified. And finally, and I was like, what do you remember about me? Like what I've told you? He's like, oh, I think you got like a brother.
Iidayama Headcanons Part 10. So Aoyama is a very feminine person. And something that is not shown in the anime or manga, but I think Aoyama would do given his characterization, is wear skirts and dresses and much more traditionally feminine clothing. And that's something that I think Aoyama was nervous about, because Aoyama thought that with Ida being a very like traditional person, very like stickler for the rules, that Ida wouldn't like that. And it's the exact opposite. I think like the first time Ida sees Aoyama in a dress or a skirt, Ida is head over heels, absolutely in love, thinks that Aoyama is the most beautiful thing he has ever seen, and absolutely supports Aoyama in anything that Aoyama wants to wear. So like hero galas, big hero functions when they're pro heroes, and Aoyama shows up in like a gorgeous ball gown or something, Ida's like, this is my beautiful partner. Look at how incredible he looks, like the most supportive.
Don't even know her. Take me till the party is over. Kiss me in the seat of your Rover. Real sweet, but I wish you were sober. I wish you were sober. I wish you were sober.
One of the reasons that I love Iidayama so much is because I feel like they are both just very intense, and I feel like they could just be like in a relationship as they're just equally obsessed with each other. Like a month into their relationship, Ida has already fully estimated the cost to have a wedding in the Louvre. And Aoyama will just write Ida like beautiful handwritten letters. And they read like a wife who's writing to her husband who's away at war. And he'll just like slide them under his door or leave them on his balcony with like homemade food that he made for him. And every single letter, every single one is signed Yuga Ida. Every single one.
If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby.
Give me a kiss.
Give you a kiss?
Give me a kiss.
Moi?
We're receiving news that a pro hero was captured during a fight with a villain. The hero is described as a ray of sunshine who never stops talking. Oh god, they got Kirishima! Oh my god, they got Midoriya. Denki! God, they got President Mike.
Every fucking beat demolished when I snap its fucking cake.
Iidayama headcanons part 1. So they start becoming friends and getting close because of Ida's position as class president. I think that towards the end of their first year at UA, Aoyama goes through a really big bout of homesickness and really just missing being around French things and having French food, French everything easily accessible. And Ida notices. He's the perfect class president, so he notices that Aoyama isn't as sparkly as he normally is. So Ida goes to Aoyama's room, knocks on the door, and Aoyama's like, hey. And, they have a quick conversation where Ida's like, what's going on? Aoyama's like, yeah, I'm homesick. And Ida, because he's ideal, the perfect class president, figures out ways to make Aoyama feel appreciated and at home. He learns French. He makes sure that more French food is available in the dorms, and just make sure that Aoyama knows that even though his family isn't physically close, that all the classmates are his family instead.
No, I haven't had no dope. Lift up the velvet rope. Mr. Dorman, stop teasing. I'm freezing out here. See, I got friends inside. It's my birthday tonight, and I'm not wearing trainers, not to mention knickers.
So you're Aaron and you're... Whoa. Who's this babe you're with, Jaeger? That's Armin, and he's not a girl. Hey there, Armin. So what do you like to do? I want your love and I want your revenge. I want your love, I don't wanna be friends. Je veux ton amour et je veux ton revanche. Je veux ton amour.
In the house, and I am here in the car. I just need a quiet place where I can.
Hey Mike.
Did you just call me Mike?
No.
Yes, you just say Mike.
No, I
Mike,
didn't.
what Mike? You're Mike?
No.
The Mike?
Baby, I didn't say Mike.
Did you just called me Mike?
No, baby, I said let's go for a hike.
Sure. Y a pas marqué stupide là, hein? Ah non, c'est pas la tête à neuneu.
It takes a dedicated hand to put it through the wall.
You've gotta wanna break the hearts of all these pretty porcelain dolls.
Gotta wanna be a drummer in my band.
Gotta wanna be a battering ram. You gotta see the artistry in tearing the place apart with me, baby.
I am unruly in the stands.
I am a rock upon the sand.
I am a fist amongst our hands.
And I break it just because I can. Let's break it.
Iidayama headcanons part 3. So I think that Aoyama realizes that he has a crush on Ida way before Ida realizes that his feelings are romantic towards Aoyama. And I think that's because Aoyama is just kind of has like that very romantic nature about him, is naturally more of a romantic, can naturally interpret certain gestures as potentially being flirtatious, whereas I think that Ida's social radar, his understanding of social cues, is a lot lower. So he wouldn't necessarily get that Aoyama was flirting with him and wouldn't necessarily understand that the feelings that he had towards Aoyama were different than the ones that he had for his other friends. He would just think that it was a more intense form of friendship, and I think it definitely takes like Midoriya and Uraraka being like, hey, I think you have a crush on Aoyama, for you to be like, do I? And then they'd have to talk it out.
I have a better plan. I'll marry a wealthy man.
Wouldn't that make you gay?
Not necessarily.
That would be okay.
Iidayama Headcanons Part 6. So I think that after graduating from UA, Ida kind of naturally takes over the Ingenium name and that office, that hero agency that his brother had. And Aoyama takes a stint and like a little break from being in Japan and goes to France. And I think that's like their first real test in their relationship, is the fact that they are suddenly very much not in the same time zone, very much not in the same country. And they have to figure out how to work long distance, because Aoyama desperately needed to go to France to be kind of back in his home element. And I think Aoyama's back in France for like a year. Ida does come visit him once or twice. But that's time Aoyama desperately needed, and that's their first hurdle. They jump over it gracefully and they figure it all out, but it's their first one.
Kill the lights, so baby close your eyes. The way you're looking at me, you got me mesmerized. Something I can't escape, feel like I'm lost in space. You got that good loving, girl, if you leave me I might throw my heart away. You know my heart can't take the break. Nothing will ever be the same. We'll meet again some other day. Oh yeah.
Days pull you down just like a sinking ship. Floating is getting harder, but tread the water, child, and know that.
We kiss once. We kiss once. Don't bring that to me. Don't bring that up. Okay, we kiss. Okay, don't say.
Iidayama Headcanons Part 5. So I think that once they start dating, they tell everyone that they're dating really quickly. Like, and it's not even that they tell them, it's just that like they make no effort to hide it. Like, they walk back from their picnic holding hands. They walk into the common room holding hands. Ida starts calling Aoyama names like sweetheart and like love and dear and all this stuff. And Aoyama's calling Ida like sickly sweet French like nicknames and endearments. So everyone's like, oh yeah, finally they're dating. Wonderful. And after that, I think that Aoyama is nervous to meet Ida's family, but Ida's very excited for Aoyama to meet his family because his family's wildly important to him. So he takes Aoyama home and he's like, hey, this is my mom, my dad, my older brother. And Ida's family loves Aoyama. Aoyama's incredibly charming and had no reason to worry.
Con las uñas te puedo arañar. Cat, kitty, cat, cat, kitty, cat, cat. Corta las cámaras, córtalas ya. Cat, cat, catarás. Cat, kitty, cat, cat, kitty, cat, cat. Cat, cat, catarás. Cat, kitty, cat, cat, kitty, cat. When she's sleeping in the bed we made, don't you dare forget about the way you betrayed me. 'Cause I know that you'll never feel so.
Mais ça va pas, mais t'es taré. Mais comment ça? Le monde est hyper. Tu croyais quoi? Qu'on serait plus jamais. Je pourrais t'afficher, mais c'est pas mon délire. D'après les rumeurs.
It's your number one. Oh, dear diary, I met a boy. He made my dull heart light up with joy. Oh, dear diary, we fell apart. Welcome to the life of Electra Heart.
Iidayama Headcanons Part 8. So, they are not the hero couple that like tries to hide the fact that they're together. Some of the other couples where like both members are in the top 10 maybe would hide it out of like publicity's sake. But Ida and Aoyama, Aoyama's too affectionate to ever hide it. I think Aoyama, like, PDA does not faze Aoyama whatsoever. So there was never a chance of it being hidden, but they wouldn't want to hide it either. Aoyama's never going to be a top 10 hero. Aoyama's comfortably in, like, somewhere in the top 50. Ida maybe is in the top 10, but Ida's family's always been in the spotlight, so the potential additional spotlight of dating another hero doesn't faze Ida. So they are constantly around one another. After a big rescue, Aoyama's running over to Ida, giving him a big kiss, and the public just kind of like takes it in stride. It doesn't bother them whatsoever.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you, but I just date dudes. When we fell in love, you made my heart drop.
I'm empty when you're gone, and they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.